Hello class, for our final problem we're going to be doing a division problem. So let's read. Sam has a piece of wood that's 3/4 of a foot long. They need pieces that are 1/9 of a foot. How many pieces can Sam cut? So for this, we're going to set up this way of doing it. That should be easier for people to understand. It's a good way of knowing how to do it. So on your whiteboards, I want you to follow me. We're going to write 3/4 right here, and then give yourself some room. You can either do it underneath or just give yourself some room to the side. Don't make it too big. 1/9 on this side. So for this first box, we're going to do two boxes that are identical. So for this first box, we will do 4 boxes across and 9 boxes down. So I want you to do that on your whiteboards. Okay, there's my first box, and then I want you to make one exactly the same on this side. Or as close as possible. Okay, there's my 2 boxes. So in this first box, we're going to do 3/4, and we'll pay attention just to this 4 right here, and this way we won't really pay attention until we're over there. So on your whiteboards, I want you to fill in 3/4, 1, 2, 3 out of 4 this way. So shade all the way down on your boards like me. Okay, does everyone see that? How we did 3 columns out of 4 columns. So right there, that's the 3/4. Now, for this one, this is where we're going to use it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have the 9 rows, and we have 1 out of 9. So whichever one you want, I'm going to do the top one. Fill this on your board. 1 column, 1 row, out of 9. And see here, we're going to count how many, this is our next step, how many of these boxes we have filled in, because this is what we're going to use over here. We're going to figure out how many of these boxes that we have shaded will fill into this part that we have shaded. So how many 1/9 are going to fit in to this 3/4 box. So, John, how many do we have shaded out of this 1/9? Yes, we have 4 boxes shaded. So I want you to write over here 4 so you don't forget, because that's going to be something that we use later on in our final answer. So I want you to work with your partner if you need to figure out how many 4s we have in this that we shaded. We're not going to use this bar right here because we didn't fill in this column. So go figure out how many 4s are in this column. Oh, and now I don't have 4 that I can fill in, so I'm going to leave these last 3 boxes here. Does everyone understand it? Show me your whiteboards. Does everyone get that? Good. Looks like everyone did this correctly with their partner. So for our next step, we're going to count how many things we have circled here, how many 4s we have circled in these 3 columns that we have shaded out of 3/4. So we have 1, count with me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a total of 6 whole 4s that we have circled. And how many do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3. So this is the important part. We're going to put this 3 as the numerator for how many we have left over from what we have circled in this. So it's kind of like what we have left over. So we'll put that as our numerator. And who thinks I know what number I said it was important we're going to use as our denominator? Jonathan. Good, yes, I said this was going to be important, and it is. It's our denominator for this. Okay, and that's how you do that. So we know now that 3/4 divided by 1/9 is 6 3/4, because we were doing how many of these 1/9 is in the 3/4.